this is Sherry Taylor. I'm so excited that you clicked on the IPUMS tutorial. This is a wonderful website that has an awful lot of power for you to do a lot of detailed research in different areas. Now, the difference between IPUMS and the Census Bureau site, while they both provide the same data, IPUMS allows for customized cross-tabulation of data, which is very powerful. So let's explore. You go to the IPUMS.org website, and you come to this page, and you'll see there's a lot of different IPUMS surveys that are available to you. We're going to go into IPUMS USA. Technically, once you learn how to use one of these surveys, you'll know how to use all the other surveys because they're all structured exactly the same. The data available is different, but the structure is all the same. So we'll go into IPUMS USA, and the first thing you'll go to is Browse and Select Data. Now, I'm a geographer by trade, so the first thing we have to deal with is geography. Now, say we want to look at just Illinois data. This is a national website here, so we have to be able to tell it that we're only interested in Illinois. Think of all these variables as your Excel headers. Okay, this is the information that you're going to feed into an Excel spreadsheet. So we have to tell it what headers we want. So if we want Illinois, we definitely want state FIP. Now, state FIP, what in the heck does that mean? You can click on it and go right into the description, and here's all the codes. So if we're interested in Illinois, which is number 17 in the FIPS code, okay? So I'm going to go back out to our main page. We've got that selected. Now say you just want some simple variables on people, whether or not they're attending school. And we'll grab some demographic variables such as sex, and how about something on race. Now say you didn't know what exactly was in race, you check the codes, but you also need to make sure that there are X's in the years of the data that you're interested in. Now as you can see down here, mother's birthplace, they just have dots there. That means it's not available. Okay, you have to go all the way back to 1970 before it's available. So just make sure that the information is available in the years that you are considering. Okay, something else about race too, I'm going to go ahead and show you the codes in here. Sometimes the breakdown is not what you're looking for. Now say you wanted more detail under race than what's available here. If you look up here, there's general codes. There are 9 categories that are shown down here. But if you click on detailed codes, holy cow, now we have 252 categories. So you can get really detailed on the different folks in the area. There are several variables that are like this. So before you just blindly select one, make sure you take a look to see what's there. But when you download this information, you will automatically get one column that has the general codes and one column that has the detailed codes. They both come in automatically, so you don't have to worry about selecting one or the other. So I'm done selecting some different variables that I'm interested in. And as you can see, there's a lot of information in here. Migration is really interesting. There's a lot of good stuff on health insurance. So a lot of good data. So we're going to click on Select Samples. And within here, you see there are tons of years available with data going all the way back to 1850, believe it or not. Don't go back that far. It's difficult to try to line up the questions so that they make sense from one to the next. So anyway, we're just going to select 2017. And we're back to the same page. So now we've got 5 variables and 1 sample data set selected. So I'll go ahead and click on View Cart. Maybe I'll click on it again. Okay, so here's our data cart. Now, keep in mind, everything on this site is free. There's no charge for anything. I don't think I mentioned that yet. Now, down here are all the different variables that we've selected, and they've added a few extras. If you know what you want and what you don't need, you can go ahead and uncheck the ones that you don't need. I'm already familiar with this data, so I know what I don't need and I just don't want to bring it in. These data sets can get extremely large very quickly, so I want to eliminate as much as I can. But if you're not familiar with it, just leave them all checked. Okay, you can deal with it in Excel. So go ahead and click on Create the Data Extract. And here's our extract page. The very first thing you need to do here, and this is the biggest thing that everybody forgets, is under Data Format. It comes in as a DAT file as the default. Too tough to work with. You want to go over here, click on Change, turn it into a CSV file instead, and then click on Submit. So this should always say CSV right here. Everything else is fine. Now I told you earlier we use these as filters, right? So what if we only want Illinois instead of the entire country? We go in here to select cases and we select state FIP to filter that. Say we only want males, and we'll leave it at that. We'll take all the race categories and all the school categories. So I'll click Submit. So only state and sex come up, okay, which makes it much easier. So now I can say I only want Illinois and I only want males. Submit. Put a description here. Whatever it is you want to put in there is fine. And click on Submit. Now at this point, I can log in because I already have an account. However, if you're new to the site, you need to click over here to create an account. There's all kinds of questions in there you need to answer. You need to promise you're going to use this for good and never for evil. And once you're done with that, you'll get an email with information so that you can go ahead and log in and have your own account. I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and I'm back to the same extract request page. So I'm going to go ahead and submit the request again. And this is the page that remains in your history, which is nice. This is why they want you to have a login. You can come in here and you can go ahead and revise previous data runs. You can download recent data runs if you need to get it again. You can rerun other submissions that you've sent. You just click on this Resubmit. All the information is maintained there. So this was my 312th submission. I've been around for a while. So we're going to go ahead and wait for this. I will actually get an email telling me that this is ready to go. But we can look at some previous data. So this particular one came in as a CSV, which is what we want. If you didn't change that data file over to a CSV, it would show up as a link here, and you'd have trouble opening it. So what I'm going to do, don't just click on the link. This is another problem that you can have along the way. In fact, I'll even show you what happens when you click on the link. It goes ahead and it downloads, but the problem is, we've got to wait for it to come up. It doesn't know how to open it, because these files are actually, it's a zip file, but then it's .gz, and that .gz is not recognized anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and get out of there. We're just going to say to save it as, and save it someplace where we know where it's going. I put it right on my desktop. So now if I go to my desktop, here it is, right here. And they always start with USA. Okay? I right click on it, now I can extract that file. If you try to just double click on this file to open it, it won't open. So I'm just going to say to extract it here to my desktop. And depending upon the size of that file, it can take a while. So this one didn't take too long. So here you can see it's now as an Excel file. So I can go ahead and open it. And here's what the data looks like. Now, we set up a filter so we know everything in here. I want you to be able to see the headers. Everything in here is Illinois. So that's a given. And this is what I want right here. We already selected all males, and we selected everybody between 1 and 18 years of age. So what we can do now is we can go in and do a pivot table, which if you've never done a pivot table before, it's a very handy little tool. you go up to, let me move this so that you can see it, Insert Pivot Table. And make sure that your mouse is somewhere within the pivot table, otherwise it won't set up your range right here. I'll show you. If I'm out here someplace, let me try this again. Put my mouse out there, insert pivot table. You see how the table and range is empty? So then you have to go in and select these, and you can have millions of rows. You don't want to do that. So just have your mouse clicked somewhere within the data. It doesn't matter where. And it automatically populates that for you, which is nice. So I'll click OK. And now we've got our pivot table information here. So person weight, that's what PERWT is. That is what you're going to be aggregating. So we put that down into the sum. Now we already know everybody is male, so we don't need to worry about that. We already have our right age group. And actually we could break it down by age. So now we have the total number of males in Illinois at each age level between 0 and 18. So that's how it works. Now when you're done doing your report and you got all your information together, what you can do is go back in here and take a look at their home page. Just click on here. And they have information on where you could submit what kind of research you did, as well as here is all the citation information and how to go ahead and use that. The whole point that they really want to have you submit to their bibliography here is because the Census Bureau gives them money in order to keep this website going. And so the more information that they can get from researchers in their bibliography, the more justification they have for continued funding. So it really is important to go back in and give them credit, you know, make sure that you cite them properly, and then put some information into the bibliography. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, just so that they have some information. They're not going to check on your work or anything like that. It's just a matter of documentation so that they can forward that on to the Census Bureau. So I hope you learned a little something. If you have any issues, please don't hesitate to give me a call. My contact information is available on the website. Thank you very much.